I would like to talk a little bit about how some African countries are taking a stand against the colonialists, particularly talking about Niger, who have decided to kick France out of their country recently, and they are taking over their own country, which is something to be encouraged to some extent. My point here will explain why I say to some extent. Okay. And as they are kicking off France, who have been stealing the stuff for years, they are getting in contact with Russia to provide them with security, or so they can have some deal with them, assuming that Russia will treat them better. My point here is let's analyze that. Let's analyze that. Number one, do you know that Russia is not rich? Russia is not a rich country. It's not a developed country. Do you know that? They have weapons. They have big weapons. Of course, they don't have big weapons as much as the US. The US have better weapons than them. More sophisticated weapons than them, for sure. But do you know that Russia does not have a lot of money? They are not a rich country. Analytically, they are not. If Russia were to feed the population as they should, they are to provide economical development for its population as they should do, they will not have enough money to finance their weapons. The reason why they maintain a high level of weapons is because they are supporting communism, and the superpower country, the US, is a capitalist nation or is a democrat nation. And if Russia doesn't have anything to scare the US with, the US can easily push them to abandon communism that the US does not like. So Russia, I'm talking about 2 times, have always tried to have big weapons. So the US or the rest of the world that don't believe in communism will not dare to try to change their ideology, the communist ideology. Do you know that? Look at statistics. The Russian people, they don't have a lot. They don't have a lot. Do you know that? That's number one. And number two, look at what happened recently. When Prigozhin, or whatever they say the name of that guy who was fighting for Russia, he have his own company or organization, and they are fighting in Ukraine and all that, and he got mad, and he manifests publicly that he's tired of Russia or Putin, whatever, however you call him, the president of Russia, for not sending them enough ammunition while they are in war with Ukraine. When he manifests, which is a right anger. How can we be at war? We don't even have ammunition to fight people. And he manifests that. Mind you, Prigozhin was a top official of Russia. He was a very close person to Putin. And people were even thinking that when Putin leaves power, he might be one of the people that can become a president. He was such a close person to Russia for many years. Okay. And when he manifests his disagreement with a situation that is reasonable, not having ammunition at war, and they are killing the Russian people like little flies, Putin killed him, or Putin got him killed. Did you hear that? Let me summarize it again. So this guy who is so close to Putin, he's a Russian person. He's very close to him. He's a powerful man. He has a lot of money. His net worth is estimated at billions of dollars. And he even went to war to be fighting for Russia and they were not having enough ammunition to fight the war. And he expressed it, and Putin got his own compatriot or his nation person, his citizen of Russia, he got him killed over that. You say, oh, what are you saying? So Putin can kill somebody so close to him, somebody so powerful that have helped his nation for years in a minute because he disagreed with something which was reasonable, but Putin didn't see it. Now, African nations want to trust Russia to protect them and to steal less than France and all these other countries that have colonized African countries for so long. So African nations, you want to tell me you are trusting Putin who can kill his country person so easily over a disagreement that is legitimate? Not having enough ammunition at war, that's crazy. You're getting us to get killed. You're sending us out there to get killed. If we don't have ammunition to fight people, and he manifested, he got killed. You Africans who are black, and white people always feel that superiority over us anyway. Now, you want to trust that guy to sign a deal with him, to come and steal less and treat you better? So, do you think he will treat you better than his Prigozhin, for example? Or do you trust his way of thinking, such as ammunition ran out in the middle of a war, and you ask for ammunition, which should be something he should do? He should rush to send ammunition, and he killed that guy? Whenever there will be a problem later between Putin and the African nation for whatever he wants or whatever they're asking, do you think he will respect you, or he will treat you better than the other countries like France that you are fighting right now? Are we thinking about all that? Again, Africa have to come out of the colonialism. It's no longer a officialized colonialism, but it's a modern colonialism. Africa have to come out of that. But how do you do that? How do you do that? And you trust Putin to treat you better? So Putin doesn't need money? Remember, Africa have more mineral resources than any continent in the world. If Africans can manage themselves better, white people will be asking for visa to go work in Africa. That's why France don't want to leave. If Niger was such an independent country, and Niger said, okay, we don't want you, France, to be in our country anymore, why France doesn't just accept it? Okay, so, well, you don't want us, okay, it's a deal, you want to come out, okay, that's fine. Because they are getting something there that is very vital for French population. They can't let it go. And now, African nations want to turn to Russia, because I heard some other country in the southern part of Africa too, they are also welcoming Russia. I remember at the meeting in Russia, Cameroon president was there, and some other African, Tanzania or Zimbabwe, I don't remember which one exactly. They went there. They're trying to have a coalition with Russia. So he'll treat you better. Do you see how he treated Prigozhin? Come on, people, let's think about it, man. I'm not saying Africa should remain with the old colonialists who keep on stealing and all that, but you got to come up with a better plan than that. You got to have a better plan than what you are coming up with right now.